Alright, guys, welcome back. If you're new here or you're coming back and you haven't subscribed, subscribe, guys. Leave me a like, leave me a comment. I'm trying to avoid copyright best I can. Trying to teach you a little backstory about the history of music, the history of musicians, different musicians in music. So, right now I'm going to touch on Willie Nelson. Now, I could talk about him, but I like to show things so you can see, and I can talk while he's performing, and I'll stop it a few times, best I can to avoid copyright, guys. I don't want to overstep my bounds, but it's the best I can do. I'm using this actually as a teaching tool. It's more educational than it is anything else. So, let's go into it. Grand Ole Opry, 1965.
Slam homer in baseball. And by that standard, Willie Nelson is the Mickey Mantle of country music. His new album called And Then I Wrote contains a whole raft of his home run hits. That makes some mighty good listening. Here's Willie Nelson. Hello, Walls. How'd things go for you today? Don't you miss her? Since she up and walked away.
Let me stop it there, guys. Now, when Willie came to Nashville, they did not like him. He came kind of as a songwriter first, and he wanted to sing and record, and they didn't like his voice. They thought it was horrible. They said, "You'll never make it as a singer." His songs are pretty good and are very good. So he obviously made it as a songwriter first. Took him a while, but he made it as a songwriter. So what he's doing here is a medley of a few hits that became hits by other singers. And this one is Hello Walls, which was given to Farron Young. I think he calls him the young sheriff here. I, I think that's incorrect. I think he's known as the singing sheriff, as far as I recall, guys. You can always correct me. Like I say, I can make mistakes. I do this from recall. Some things I forget. It's been a while, so don't feel free to correct me. So put in the comments. Don't feel like you don't have to. Please, I ask you to do it, because if I miss something, I want you to put it in so we can discuss and talk about it. All right, and get it right. Most stuff I know. Some things I forget. Why is this not working?
And I'll bet you dread to spend another lonely night with me. But lonely walls, I'll keep you company.
Okay, so Willie here, clean cut Willie, as I call him here. Yes, from Texas, Willie. I forget from where from Texas. Um, his hero was Ernest Tubb. Um, Willie was born, I believe, 1933, somewhere around that area. It was a little bit younger than Johnny Cash by a year or so. You guys could correct me on that too. That's as far as I recall. But look at Willie here with pomade in his hair. He had nice hair, Willie. A lot of them had some Indian blood in them. Waylon actually had black Indian blood in his system. So most of them had some, like even Elvis, another connection to Elvis, Indian blood also. Native American one. But which type?
Thank you.
Certain types. I didn't know which type for Willie.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That was, of course, a song that the young Sheriff Farron Young recorded not too many years back.
I believe he was a singing sheriff. They had a few nicknames they used to give them back in the day. Cool, great nicknames. Conway Twitty was the best song best song a friend ever had. The High Priest of Country Music. I'm trying to think any others. Some had multiple titles. Yeah, so that's what comes to mind at the moment.
Here's another one you might remember. My good friend Billy Walker of the Grand Ole Opry did this one. It's entitled Funny How Time Slips Away. Well, hello there. My, it's been a long, long time.
I'm doing.
How am I doing?
Well, I'm sweating a little bit, baby.
Oh, I guess that I'm doing fine.
Been so long now.
It's been so long now, but it seems now that it was only yesterday. Gee, ain't it funny how time slips away?
Great song. I saw Billy Walker live in 2005 when I visited the Grand Ole Opry, which at the time it was not at the Ryman Auditorium. Obviously, in 2005, for those that know, it was nicknamed that, or they call it now, the Gaylord Center. I think it's changing now, and I believe Nashville just got hit with a big hurricane or something, or a tornado. I'm not sure. So I hope you guys are safe and well. I'm praying for you guys. I don't know which one it was. I've been staying kind of out of the news a little bit, just focusing more on music. Because I have a degree in political science, but I stay away from it as much as I can because it can be very crazy at times. Which is very funny because we're going to get into that too. Don't want to be long-winded.
Thank you.
Just as it
A
goes.
fellow Texan of mine, Mr. Ray Price, the Cherokee Cowboy. Some Texas people with us tonight. Good.
Oh, Billy Walker, just so you know, guys, he passed away a few years after I saw him live in a car accident. So, rest in peace, Billy. Want to say rest in peace to Farron Young also. Ray Price, who's gonna be doing this song that Willie's singing now that he wrote. Great, great musicians, singers.
Ray Price recorded this one, and I'd like to give you my rendition of the song Nightlife. When the evening sun goes down, you will find me hanging around.
And the
The nightlife ain't no good life, but it's my life.
Many
people just like me, dreaming of old used to be. And the nightlife ain't no good life, but it's my life.
great song.
Well, listen to the blues they're playing.
Listen to what the blues are saying.
Listen to what the blues are saying. Mine is just another scene from the world of broken dreams. And the nightlife Ain't no good life, but it's my life.
Waylon used to joke about Willie's voice, used to change his pitch. I think Willie's best um, recording before he got really big into it was on Lukenbach, Texas, guys. I'd recommend you listen to that song. It's a great, great song. And Willie's part comes in, and his part just nails it, knocks it out of the park, guys.
Thank you. One of the greatest thrills of my life, I guess, was when one of the greatest entertainers of our time recorded a song of mine. The lady's name was Patsy Cline, and the song was Crazy. I'm crazy. Crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy.
This was the first song I ever sang. I think I said it in another video that I sang as an infant, as a child. The first song, this song moved me as an infant in a baby's seat. I was maybe a year old, maybe 12 months, and I was mimicking the song. And that's even when I first knew that I could sing and I could perform and do stuff like that. It starts actually that early for people.
Crazy for feeling so blue.
I knew.
I knew that you'd love me as long as you wanted. I'm crazy for trying, and I'm crazy for crying, and crazy for loving you.
Yeah, so there you have it, guys. At the Ryman Auditorium, I was in there in 2005. There was nobody in the place, and I stood exactly where Willie is sitting and singing there. Now, this is before the outlawed period, before that whole change came about, and he became the redheaded stranger with that bandana, and he became so huge and the legend he is today. So, a pomade, slick back hair Willie back in 65. I've seen this clip a long time ago, I haven't seen it in a while. So, that's a medley of a couple of the songs that he wrote. Um, so yeah, hope this video stays up, guys, as a historical thing. If it doesn't, I'll try my best to get it back up for you guys and tell a little bit more history about the musicians, about the song itself. I'm gonna get into Patsy Cline and talk about her songs and how she recorded Crazy and what went into it. And she actually didn't like the song at all. She didn't think it fit her at all. And Willie actually wanted to do a duet, and there's a whole story there that I'm gonna get into. Hopefully this video stays up. Let's pray, guys. Alright, thanks for watching. Again, subscribe, like, comment. Always comment, guys. I want to hear your opinions of seeing Willie like this. If you like the content I'm providing, let me know. Always, guys. Alright, thanks for watching. Have a good day or a good night wherever you are right now. Goodbye.